everybody, and welcome to this video on derivatives. In this video, we're going to have a look at more rules that we can apply when using the formula for derivatives. Here we just mention a few, and these ones will then look at some exercises on how to apply it. So the first thing is that you'll see that the derivative of something that's a constant with respect to that variable. So the derivative with respect to x in this case. And if there's no x, then it's 0. So the derivative of a constant is 0. So that's the first one that you should note. If you're getting the derivative with respect to a particular variable, and that variable is not in an expression, it's a constant with respect to that variable, and then the derivative is then 0. The second one that we'll use is for addition. So if you have the derivative of two terms that you are adding, then it's equal to the derivative of each one, the sum of each one's derivative. So we can distribute the derivative over a sum, or subtraction. Please note that this rule is not the same for multiplication and division. So this here we only use when we're dealing with addition or subtraction. Okay, and then the last one is because our derivative rule that we did in the last video was in terms of exponents, always write, it says always write exponents in terms of exponents, always write your expressions in terms of exponents. So if you have a square root or if you have a x in the denominator, you want to write that in exponent form. Okay, so let us have a look at an exercise. So over here we have a few, and it says calculate the derivative of, the first one says d by dx, and then we've got three sums added. So using one of the one rule that we, the first rule that it's the sum, so this is the derivative, so d by dx of 3x cubed plus d by dx of 2x plus d by dx of 4. So that is just using that rule that we are allowed to distribute the derivative over addition or subtraction. Okay, so then the derivative of 3x squared is we multiply the exponent with the coefficient. If you are unsure about this, please watch our previous video. And then we minus 1 from the exponent, so 3 minus 1. Again, we multiply the exponent with the coefficient, so 2 times 1, and then we minus 1 from the exponent. And then this here is a constant, there's no x in it, so we know the derivative is 0. So then writing this out, it's 9x squared plus 2. Okay, let us have a look at the next one. Again, we have, we can write this as d by dx of 4x plus d by dx of a third x squared. Okay, so the first step is the derivative of 4x, so 1 times 4, and we minus 1 from the exponent, and then here 2 times a third, and we minus 1 from the exponent. So it doesn't matter if there's a fraction, the rules don't change. So that's 4 plus 2 over 3x. Okay, so then this number 3, we have our x squared in the denominator. Now we didn't do a rule for quotients. So what we can write this as is, instead of writing 3 over x, we can write 3 to the power of x minus 2. These are the same expressions. So we change the sign of the exponent of x, and then we can write it. Then we can apply our rule. So it's minus 2 times 3, the coefficient times the exponent, and then we're going to subtract 1. And if you'd like, you can put it back in the denominator by making the exponent positive. Okay, this one here, once again, we don't have a rule for multiplication. So what we're going to do is first multiply. So this here, if we multiply, we get x squared plus x minus 3x minus 3. And that we can still simplify further using our algebra. So this here would simplify to x squared minus 2x minus 3. And then we can use the rule where we split it over. So this is d by dx of x squared times minus d by dx of 2x minus d by dx of 3. Okay, and that would then simplify to the derivative of x squared is 2x. The derivative of minus 2x is minus 2, and the derivative of 3 is 0 because it is a constant. Okay, and the last one, again, we don't have a rule for, so let's first distribute over the plus, so that's 4x minus d by dx of 3 over x. So the first term, we don't have a rule for root. So but we can do is write the root in terms of an exponent, and the square root as an exponent is a half. Similarly, writing the denominator, the x as a denominator in terms of an exponent by making it minus 1. So can you see that last rule that we changed it into exponent form? That is what we're talking about, which now we can use the rule. So this is a half times 4, and we minus 1, and this is minus 3 times minus 1, and then we minus 1. So 4 times a half is 2x to the power of minus a half, and that becomes a positive 3 to the power of minus 2. And then we can write this as positive exponents. So that's 2 over root x plus 3 over x squared. Okay, I hope that you've understood this video. Please make sure that you are familiar with your products and your exponent and surd rules, because that will help us write it in terms of exponents, which will help us in turn use the rule that we have, the rule for derivatives, or the formula for derivatives that we did in the last video. Please make sure that you understand all of these questions and you know how to get the derivative, and please watch the other videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.